All right, it's time for another weekly Squardle. If you're not familiar with Squardle, it's like Wordle on a grid. We're guessing a row and a column at the same time. This is puzzle number 136. And this 8 is how many guesses we have remaining, and we get a bonus guess when we complete a word. Last week, somebody suggested that I should start with some unusual words, or weird words, they said, that are somehow accepted. And I don't even know how to pronounce most of these. Nakaski, Idrad, Kvel. We've done Kvel before, somehow. I remember that word's come up before. Ifiri and Jambu, so sure, why not? Let's go with those for our starting words. Idrad, or something, Kvel, Ifiri, and Jambu. Okay, well, we got some greens. We got a lot of Ys, which is interesting. Okay, well, let's look at the K, because we've got white. I think I said a lot of Ys, a lot of white letters. Well, we do have quite a few Ys, too, but the Ks, so there is a K somewhere in the grid. It's not in the first, second, or third columns, and it's not in the first, second, or third row. It also can't be here, obviously, where the R is, so it has to be down here. And then we also have a Y, which is not in the first, second, or fourth row or column. So it's got to be either here, one of these two. It's probably down here in the corner. We probably have like a KY, maybe two KYs. Could be. So that's not super helpful right now because we're on the first row and column, but that's a thing. Now there is an S in the column, just not fourth. And ooh, there's also an S in the row. Huh. That's interesting, because if we're going to put a K there, SR isn't very good. The S would have to be second. I'm kind of thinking maybe, what if this is the S? We have a KY down here and an SY that way. This could be like, this has to have an A, so this could be shark. Shark would be good. That would be good, okay. There's a D somewhere. It's not in the second or fifth row or column. Leaves a few possibilities. We've got, well, it's not going to be DR probably, so it could be here. Otherwise, it's got to be, you know, first or third in this first. So maybe we should do a D here. That would let us check the first. Or do we want to do a D? Maybe D here is the way to go. Like, because then we could check the first and third row and column. We'll figure out where the D is, pretty much for sure. And we don't need to do this S here, so it doesn't really matter that it's not going to be DS. Okay, so there's no O, there's no I. So vowel-wise, we don't have a lot of options. There's an A in the second row and the second column. So let's do A here, because those could be A's, potentially. And then, so something AD, and then we need new letters. How about sadly? No, there's no Y at the end, so that's not great. Oh, and the L. Oh, look at L. I didn't even look at the L. Okay, so there's an L in the grid, and it's not in the third, fourth, or fifth row or column. So it has to be right up here in this corner. So maybe we need to do LAD. Lad what? Lad something. Lad. Laden? Laden. Is Laden? But there's no E in that fourth spot. So not Laden. Ladle? No, but there's no L down there. I don't know. I'm not thinking of anything good. Well, we could do Laddie. That would check another possibilities for the D. And we pretty much know there's going to be a Y in the last row or column. But I guess if one of these is not, not pointing towards the corner, that might help. I don't know. That's the best I can come up with. It's either that or something with an E, and we know the E is wrong, so at least the Y will But with the E, you'd be checking. Oh, but there's no N. There's no N. Yeah, I mean there is an N somewhere, but it's not in the, yeah, let's go laddie. Okay. Well, so the D has to be here. This is now, I mean that's a for sure D now because there is a D. It's not first, second, fourth, or fifth row. It's not first, second, fourth, or fifth column. That is the only D in the grid right there. There's an L. It's not third, fourth, or fifth. It's not first. So this is an L right here. Definite L. Okay. And that is the only L in the grid. Well, unless it's a double L, which it could be. You could have, well, you know, you can't have llama. There's no A down here. So there's an A. Second or third. Probably an A here, but not for sure. And this is probably a Y down here. Because there is a Y in the row. It's not first, second, or fourth, unless it's third, and it'd have to be third for both of them then. Probably a Y at the end there. Okay, so, all right, we're on the second one. We've got the L for the column, but not for the row. We don't have much else to go on. There is an R in this middle row. Could be DAR. You could do radar. This wouldn't be an A then, so this would have to be an A. No, it wouldn't have to be, because we have the A over here. The yellow and the orange could be pointing to the A there. Okay, so maybe LEA. Radar. We could do learn? No, there's no R. No R in the column, because the yellow R here. So what would that be? Leapt? We haven't done a P or a T yet. We could do that. That's not terrible. It would check for P and T. I don't know what this is going to be with the HA. HA is interesting. There's no O, so it can't be mocha. Can't be aloha. Maybe not an H. What if we did snark instead? Snark. N might be better. We could do henna. Henna would work. HR isn't good over here though. I don't know. I'm gonna do leapt. Okay. That was pretty good. And the P was good? Okay, so but this word is interesting down here. The fourth row. There needs to be a P, which could be at the end if the S isn't there. But there's no A and there's no E. And we know there's no I or O, so it almost has to have a U, doesn't it? What do we know about U? Where did we do a U? We did a U somewhere. Oh, in the bottom corner. Okay. If this was a U, E, undo? Like undue influence? LUS, that would be good. We could do, what's gonna be up here? Is that an, I like LUSH. Harsey doesn't work though. Harpy. Oh, harpy. If this is the P. And then usurp. The S is second. Okay, and then least? No, leash. Leash? Maybe. Usurp. Oh, we could have an S here. We could have shrub. No. Shrug? No. Oh, lease and geeky. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think that works, actually. It might be radar. That's kind of crazy. I was just kind of thinking 2 spots for A's and 2 spots for R's. But, okay, well, even if these are right, it's going to take 5 guesses to get it, I think, at this point. So let's do undo. That'll get us the most letters. And then snark. Okay, we're just going to do the columns. Harpy. Shrug. And we will end by paying off our lease. There we go. Very nice. Well, sometimes you know you're not making any progress, and then it all just sort of falls together when you get one thing right, and that's the way it went today. So very interesting. All right, slush, henna, radar, usurp, geeky, shrug, lease, undo, snark, and harpy. Some interesting words, some fairly normal words in there, but very interesting group of words for sure. So, all right, well, let me know what you thought of these unusual starting words and how your solve of this puzzle went today. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.